Welcome to Cooking with Bach in Bach's Kitchen. Today we're going to make pho gà, or Vietnamese chicken noodle soup. First we're going to make the broth. Use for the chicken pho or pho gà is the whole chicken, 2 yellow onions, leeks if you have, otherwise really big green onions.
That you grow?
Carrots, either daikon or turnip, ginger root, bánh phở, which is fresh rice stick. I like to use this more than the dry one, but you can use the dry one too if you're, if you don't have this. For the seasoning, rock candy, salt, pepper, fish sauce, and mushroom seasoning. Your chicken, put water, some salt in it. This is kind of like you wash the chicken too, to remove the first protein. That's the scum's going to form and come up. If you don't remove the scum, it's going to make a cloudy broth. And Vietnamese people, we hate cloudy broth. That's the protein, which is like the blood, things like that coming out of the chicken, and you want to boil it out and clean the chicken up. Now let's go to the sink. Dump this down to the drain. Just make sure that you don't burn yourself. Okay. You run some water over it to wash all the scum and give the chicken a little bath. Dump this water out. And one more time. Fill it up with water. What you do is it's like an inch above the chicken. Salt, the mushroom powder, the daikon or turnip, carrots, green onions,
Or leek.
And there is a little Asian secret I'm going to tell you.
Asian secrets.
You go to roast on open flame. The ginger and the onions. It gives it a roasty smell to the taste to the broth. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
For the ginger, you get a mallet and you give it a little few whacks to get the juice and the flavor out of it, and to get out your frustration. Stick it in there, and same thing with the onions. You don't smash the onions, you just put it in there, in the broth. Okay. We're going to let it boil, and then more scum's going to come out, and you have to skim it to make a very clear chicken broth. You can see the scum coming up. What you do is you get one of these things, and you just skim it. It's a skimmer. And this is to make the broth clear. I forgot to tell you that I did also put a tablespoon of rock sugar. You don't have to if you don't want to have sugar in it, but it kind of enhances the flavor. So you skim off all the scum. So the broth is ready. It has been cooked for over 3 hours. I'm going to take out the chicken and let it cool. I'm going to strain the broth using what you have here is called a witch's hat or chapeau chinois because it looks like a Chinese hat that you know, that's why I call it chapeau chinois. Now it's time to assemble the bowl of soup. What I'm going to do is slice up a yellow onion thinly. Just going to peel this off. Throw this in my garbage bin. Slice the onion in half and very thinly slice the onions. This is for the garnish on top of the chicken noodle bowl, pho gao bowl. I'm putting the onions in a container so that I can have a lid and close it off and put it in the fridge later on, because this and this is cilantro. You can use as much or as little as you like. My husband is not a cilantro lover, but I do love it, and it gives it nice flavor. So just coarsely chop it up, and I like to grow my own herbs and stuff like that. That way, you know, it's fresh, and I know that it's very it's true organic stuff, because I don't put any chemicals in it, and I make my own so remember we had this onions that I collected from the garden earlier, and I'm just going to slice this up to put on top of your as garnish for my pho gao bowl. And I'm just going to store it in the same container. This pot of soup is going to feed me for several days, just me and my husband, and maybe hopefully my daughter's going to come visit, and we can have some of this together. So thinly slice the onions. Put in here and mix it all up. You have one container, and I just shake it up, and that way it's thoroughly mixed and ready to serve. So the chicken is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the meat off the bone. You see there's a joint on the leg right here, and so you just remove the meat, go down the bone, and pull off the meat from the bone. And for the thigh, same thing, turn it over and find the bones, get the meat off the bone with your little finger. This part is really good. I love this. It's one of the best part of the meat. And I just slice it. And there's a bone. Just remove the bone. And slice. Girls, you're not going to get any food, okay? Now, I slice up both legs. I'm going to start doing the breast. Run your knife down the middle of the breast, find the bones, and on the side of the bone, you're going to run your knife through it, and that way you can pull out the breast whole. See, you need to know the anatomy of the chicken. So in the middle right here, you have that big breastbone right here, and that's where, you know, half of the breast is located. So that's what you do. You just slice it out like that, and start slicing into nice pieces like that. While we slicing, I am also boiling the water to get ready for the noodle. So I'll be back in a bit. So we're going to boil some noodle, and it's called fresh rice stick noodle that you can buy at Asian market in the refrigerated part. And you can get, it has several different brand. You know, I usually get, you know, the little thin one. You have the fat one, and also you have the type that, you know, with pad thai, that you can make pad thai with. This one you really cannot make pad thai because it just breaks down, you know, very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil this and put it in a bowl to serve. So I have this thing that you can buy at Asian market, and it is used to boil noodle for individual bowl. So what do? Is you get your noodle, put it in the strainer, and then you have a pot of boiling water. Dump it in, shake it around, shake it around, shake it around, and it doesn't take long to boil, you know, fresh noodle. You just really need to reheat it. That's all you need to do. And, you know, 1 or 2 minutes, and that's all it needs to be. And then you shake out all the water. You can see that, you know, that's really a good thing to have, you know, to cook Asian food, you know, like Maine, ramen noodle. This is a really good thing. So I put this, so the noodle is done. My husband likes white meat. So I'm going to get some white meat, and I'm putting in the bowl for him. We don't eat much. Asian, we don't eat a whole lot of meat. It's, you know, minimal amount. And you put some of the onions on top of it. And pour the hot broth. And chicken pho, burger is served. So what you like to serve pho with is some bean sprout, some mint, also a serving of sriracha sauce and hoisin sauce. I also use, I squeeze some lime in the bowl and make it taste very fresh. That's it. Bon appetit. If you like this video, please subscribe so that you can get notification for new ones.